Bonus A: Strategic versus operational plans. Is there a difference? And does it matter? And so, keep this question in mind. I will ask it at the end of Bonus A. Hello, manager. This is Victor Marromo, your strategic planning and performance management coach. Develop and measure a winning strategy. So, there is a big confusion in some organizations about the difference between strategic and operational plans. As a result, many business units within organizations complete strategic plans when they do not need to, or neglect to draw up a strategic plan when they should. Strategic versus operational decisions. This is a bonus. Hope that you grab some interest in it. This bonus is packed at the end with some questions. Please review them and answer them. I will be very glad to assist you. Said this, let's continue. A strategic decision is one that externally repositions an organization or business unit. That is, it changes the organization competitiveness in its industry. For example, at the North LA region level of the largest bank, this is not its real name, it's just for a case study. A decision could be made to open or close a particular branch. Clearly, this is a strategic decision that will affect the region's performance in its industry. An operational decision, in contrast, is one that takes as given the desired position in the industry and then develops the means by which the position can be achieved. Let's check figure 8.1. For example, the Pasadena branch probably makes decisions on staff scheduling, office procedures, and resource use within the branch, but probably does not make any strategic decisions at all. These have undoubtedly been taken at the North Los Angeles region and other levels. The decision as to whether the branch will be closed is made by someone other than the Pasadena branch manager. Decisions regarding advertising, pricing, store presentation, and customer service levels are also made by individuals outside the Pasadena branch. So, the branch manager is left with purely operational decisions. Operational decisions are ones that pertain to efficiency rather than competitiveness, which is the province of strategic decisions, and are concerned with how to achieve design outcome levels as inexpensively as possible. Strategic and operational plans. In the organization chart of the largest bank, which is the figure 8.2, we see that the bank is divided into three divisions, one of which, the retail banking division, is divided into four regions. One of these, the North LA region, contains 4 branches. There would be a strategic plan at the corresponding corporate level, because the chief executive and others obviously make strategic decisions affecting the bank as a whole. There would be a strategic plan at the division level, since the divisional manager of retail banking and others make decisions that are strategic for the division. The North LA regional manager and others may also make strategic decisions and hence require a strategic plan. However, the Pasadena branch manager, whose decisions are operational, only requires an operational plan. The strategic decisions for the branch have been made at higher levels. The problem in many organizations is that this difference is not recognized. So, the manager of the Pasadena branch, or its equivalent, would be forced into developing a strategic plan and undertaking strategic analysis when it is totally unnecessary. Totally. The branch is merely operational. And precisely because it is perceived as unnecessary, it serves to frustrate the individuals involved. If the branch manager is set to work with a planning team to make some strategic plans, these plans will just get rejected in the upper levels of the organizations. This can cause frustration. In addition to this frustration, the managers are diverted from their prime task, which is running the branch efficiently. They cannot understand why their attention is being deflected from the question of efficiency and focused instead on matters they cannot influence. Involvement in strategic planning. None of this is to suggest that the Pasadena branch manager should not be involved in strategic planning for the LA region or for the retail banking division or for the largest bank as a whole. He could be a very important part of it. He may be a part of a team focusing on the corporate strategic plan for the whole organization. However, being part of one or more of those teams developing strategic plan at those levels is not the same as developing strategic plan for the Pasadena branch. The same point can be made for a manufacturing organization, for example, the car giant Toyota. In its Georgetown, Kentucky manufacturing plant, the manager is in a similar position to that of the Pasadena branch manager. So, check how these strategic versus operational issues emerge in different industries. The strategic decisions have been taken elsewhere in the organization. The manufacturing manager in charge of producing the Toyota Camry, as an example, should be concerned with the quantity and quality of the motor vehicles produced and the efficiency with which the manufacturing system operates. There is no need for him to develop a strategic plan for manufacturing, as the decisions regarding pricing, design, distribution, and so on have been taken elsewhere and by other sectors of the organization. So again, this does not preclude his being part of teams that make such decisions. However, his core and main job is to prepare an effective operational plan for efficient production of motor vehicles that meet standards. So, this is our part in making power-ups. Power-ups helps a lot for operational plans. And not so for strategic plans. Support units within organizations. From what we have said, it could be implied that support units such as human resources, finance, accounting, and training and development do not require strategic plans. In most cases, they don't, but in large organizations, they do. Training and learning, for example, is really a separate industry. The training department of the largest bank applies its specialist knowledge and practices to the bank, but it remains part of the training industry. The Pasadena branch of the bank, in contrast, applies knowledge and practices that are peculiar to banking. Because a support unit like training, learning, development is part of a different industry, it faces a different set of competitors. Other training suppliers. It should focus on them and develop a competitive advantage. And this is a breakthrough. Please take some notes on this and write them down. Because a support unit like training is part of a different industry, it faces a different set of competitors. Other training suppliers. It should focus on them and develop a competitive advantage. A support unit also needs to consider whether or not it should be outsourced, in whole or in part. Of course, this brings such a unit face to face with the question of competitiveness, and therefore the need for a strategic plan. Conclusion. A strategic plan embodies decisions regarding competitive advantage, future direction, and scope of business activity. It increases the competitiveness of the organization or business unit. Problems arise and much time and resources are wasted when complete strategic plans are required of individuals who should be focusing on operational plans. Please take and keep that in mind. Problems also arise in large organizations when support units such as training, human resources, and accounting are excluded from developing strategic plans and are left on the sidelines in the strategic planning process. So, let's ask again. Is there a difference between strategic and operational plans? Does it really matter? What kind of problems do you think could emerge in mixing operational and strategic plans in your business unit or organization or branch? Please comment and let me know your thoughts. I would be very glad to assist you. This was Victor Marromo, your strategic planning and performance management coach. Please be sure to review all our strategic planning and performance management course outlined in 12 informational and very information rich content. Said this, see you in the next bonus. Thank you.